Welcome to this video on the 2026 Transgender Rights Bill, a proposed law in India that fundamentally redefines who qualifies as transgender and how the state regulates them. We will focus on three major changes in the bill: the narrowing of the legal definition of who counts, the introduction of medical scrutiny for how it's proven, and the inclusion of harsher graded punishments for how it's protected. The bill fundamentally redefines the boundaries of identity. The 2019 Act was broad, recognizing the right to a self-perceived gender identity. The 2026 bill is narrow, limiting the definition exclusively to biological characteristics, intersex variations, and specific historical communities. The new identity matrix specifies who is legally recognized, including sociocultural groups and intersex variations. Conversely, the bill excludes persons with self-perceived, gender-fluid, and non-binary identities. The certification journey shifts drastically from self-declaration in 2019 to medical scrutiny in 2026. The new law makes a mandatory medical board review a checkpoint before the district magistrate can approve the identity. The new gatekeepers of certification require a recommendation from a designated medical board. Post-surgery, the medical institution must report details directly to the district magistrate. The government's rationale is to prevent misuse of the act. The bill introduces an escalating scale of punishment for crimes against transgender persons. Penalties range from 6 months to 2 years for general abuse, up to life imprisonment, and substantial fines for forced mutilation, especially involving a child victim. A core priority of the 2026 bill is the crackdown on forced conversion. Strict life sentences target those who use illegal means to compel someone to adopt a transgender identity through non-consensual procedures. The bill has created a clash between two completely different realities. The government is focused on objective order and preventing misuse, while the opposition and activists are focused on subjective freedom and protecting diverse gender identities from state erasure. The government's case centers on precision and protection, arguing that the 2019 definition was too vague to identify genuine oppressed persons. They assert the law is specifically meant for historical sociocultural groups facing severe exclusion. The opposition views the bill as a regressive step backward, citing total erasure of diverse identities, bureaucratic vigilantism through forced medical exams, and underlying ideological motives that deny self-definition. The fiercest legal criticism is that the bill contradicts the 2014 NALSA judgment, which firmly established that gender identity is a matter of personal autonomy and self-determination, not medical certification. Beyond definitions and penalties, the bill reconstitutes the National Council for Transgender Persons. It will now feature rotational state and union territory representatives, who must hold a high administrative rank. The core matrix of the debate is security versus autonomy. The government seeks objective protection through strict definitions and medical proof. The opposition champions subjective autonomy through broad inclusion, self-identification, and privacy. The Transgender Persons Amendment Bill 2026 has been tabled in the Lok Sabha. It faces parliamentary debates, potential referral to committee reviews, and severe pushback from human rights groups. The battle over the legal definition of identity in India is just beginning.